Hello guys, my name is Divesh Jadwani and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, I'm super excited to tell you that from this particular video onwards, we are starting off with a new playlist. The name of this playlist is Introduction to AI Agents. Now, if you are complete beginner into this agentic AI space, or you are just exploring AI agents, or you are a student, we have got you covered. We have designed these videos in such a way that even a 10 or a 12-year-old kid can understand these videos. So I just cannot wait to tell you what we are going to cover, and let us directly go into the agenda. So we are here, and this is what our agenda looks like. We are going to pick up from the very beginning concepts, which are what are AI agents. So we'll talk about why we design AI agents and what basically are AI agents, right? Going further, we'll also talk about the famous words which are single agent and multi agents. What are these exact things? Why do we use them? What are the different use cases, right? Lastly, we are going to go ahead and understand that what are the different agentic frameworks which we require to make these AI agents. How exactly we can make these AI agents and make different use cases, or provide solutions to our clients. This is all we are going to talk about. Lastly, we are also going to talk about all the LLM providers, which means which are those organizations or which are those technologies from which we can get the large language models to make these super agentic AI use cases. So I hope you are pretty excited for this, and let us quickly start understanding what are AI agents. So let us dive into the first particular topic of our agenda, that what are AI agents, and let us go ahead and understand it. What are AI agents? For me, AI agents is just a digital human. Digital human. Why am I referring it to as digital human? Because what differs us humans from animals is our intelligence. And nowadays, these computers, when enabled with artificial intelligence technology, these computers or these programs are also intelligent. That is why I'm referring to an AI agent as a digital human. All right, so let us have a quick comparison of what I am trying to explain you guys. Let me go here and check this out. See this. If I talk about artificial intelligence and human intelligence, so we are talking about both are intelligent. Intelligent means something which is which can understand the environment, right? We are humans, we are able to see our environments, we are able to act in our environments. For example, if you are walking, someone is walking straight in front of you, you saw that person, you thought, what can I do? You thought that I will move left and I will walk, and things are pretty nice like that. So you were intelligent enough to find your own way or to solve your problem in a very small nutshell. Even though if you are driving, let us take example of driving. When you are driving a vehicle, you are driving it very fast. If you see there are some trucks in front of you, you will slow down and you will change your direction either to the left or either to the right so that you are safe. What did you do? You are intelligent enough to keep yourself safe, right? So this is what human intelligence is. Now artificial intelligence is somewhere same as well. It is just inside a computer. All right, so that is why we are referring it to as digital human. Programs are intelligent, but digitally. We are using this intelligence digitally is the whole purpose of understanding. Okay, so let us go down. Now, how are they intelligent? How are these thinking and how are they able to solve problems digitally, virtually? So AI agents are enabled with something called as brain. These guys also have brain. We are intelligent because we have a brain. These are also intelligent because they have a brain. What is this brain called? This brain is called a large language model. What is a large language model? An AI model which is very large, which means it is trained on huge amounts of data. That is why it is large. And M for model because it is a AI model which is being programmed. And the middle letter is language. So large we know, huge amounts of data. M means model, AI model. L for language, which means an AI model which understands human languages. And with the invention of this, things became very easy. You all remember the initial periods when ChatGPT was launched. We were using it so heavily. We were so happy that, oh, give it a text and it will generate an email, it will generate a poem, it will generate reply. I don't know what not people were doing with it, right? So, how was it happening? There was a model which was understanding our language and it was generating something for us. That is what is large language model. Some examples of large language models is OpenAI, your famous chat GPT, Claude made by Anthropic, and Gemini made by Google. This Grok we will talk about later, but these are the latest global market leaders whose large language models we are using every day in our day to day lives. I am pretty sure that everyone has used some one of these once in their lifetime. All right, now let us talk more about this interesting stuff. These AI agents have three things. First, we spoke about brain. They have brain. Why does an AI agent need a brain? Why does this digital human need a brain? So that it can do something, right? Given a user query or given a user question, write me a poem about agentic AI. So to write a poem about agentic AI, it should know what is a poem and what is agentic AI and how poem is written. So it is intelligent enough to know how poems are written. It needs a brain to think and to give a response to the user. Apart from this, it also has a memory. Now, what is memory? Memory is, for example, conversational memory. Okay, there are different types of memory. For very simple cases, we will talk about conversational memory. Now, I am talking from such a long time. I'm speaking a sentence after the sentence, and if I ask you a question, you will also reply, right? So, what is happening? We are into a conversation. I said hi, you said tell me about this. I gave you the response, and then you asked me a follow up question. So when you ask me a follow-up question about something, for example, I tell you this is agentic AI and this is digital human. You will ask me what is a digital human? And then I will give you some response that digital human has three things: brain, tools, memory. And if you ask me a follow-up question, what is a memory? Then I should know that the kind of memory you are talking about is with respect to digital human. So the conversation should be maintained. The agent should know what conversation I'm getting into, and responses should be given properly. So that is why we need a memory. Memory and brain are two different things. Okay, there is a very famous quote which I've said multiple times before. Your brain is for doing things and not storing things. All right. So brain and memory are two different parts. Now the third thing which they have is tools. What is a tool? Tool is an external functionality which we give to our AI agents. All right. Now what do I mean by that? For example, if I tell you that hey, in your brain calculate 98 into 25 without using anything in your brain, you will sit for a minute, you will think that this you will do some math in your head and you will come up with the response which will be absolutely correct. Why? Because you have a brain. But on the similar page, if you and some person are sitting together, both of you are sitting together, one is using the brain and one is using a calculator. So what the other person did, he just used a tool to put some numbers and he got a response before the other person. Why? Because the other person was using the brain and the second person used the brain as well, but to use a tool. And the tool gave a faster response than some other brain. All right. So tool is nothing but a external functionality. If we talk about the private assistant, so private assistant is searching the web entirely, like I was mentioning. The entire web search it is doing on my behalf. So how it is doing that web search? I have given some external functionality to search on the Google. Even though if we want latest information for anything, right? The information we have in our brain is old. For new information, we always search on Google. So, Google is again a tool for us. Your mobile phone, everything that you use in your day to day life is a tool for you. Even a speaker, Bluetooth speaker, is a tool for you. So, you can create voices with your mouth. You can sing with your mouth, but you cannot sing thousand times, right? So for that we have a tool mobile in which you can play songs, right? So these are the three things which I'm comparing an AI agent, which means a digital human, with a real human. All right. And humans also have these three things: brain, memory, and tools. Digital humans also have these three things: brain, memory, and tools. So, this is what AI agents is in a very nutshell. These were AI agents. All right. If we go ahead and talk more interesting things about it, so we have two kind of AI agents. This is where things are taking a good turn. We have two kind of AI agents. First type of AI agents is single agents. Single agents. And other type of AI agents is multi agents. Okay. We'll talk about these agents, right? Before this, I would like to give you an example of AI agent so that things will be very clear in front of you. See, very simple example of an AI agent is the most simplest example is your chatbot assistant. Chatbot assistant, right? This is one of the example. Secondly, we have website creators. So you might have seen a website creator where you give a prompt that, hey, my name is this and that. I want to create a website for my shopping store. I have a grocery store. Create a website for me, and a website will be created by AI, right? Website creator, research agents, right? Your AI agents which will search research paper for you. From this, what we are understanding that we are programming these AI agents for a specific task. All right, now things will start to make sense. If you talk about an AI agent and if you talk about a human agent, let us first talk about an human agent. Every human in this world is living with a purpose. I am a mentor. A salesperson will be a sales will whose purpose is to make sales, right? My task is to teach you. I will not sell anything or I will not do anything else. Similarly, a salesperson, he will not talk about teaching. He will do only the sales. If we have a car repair person, the garage guy, his job will only be to fix the car and the automobiles. His part will not be selling the car or teaching how cars are made, right? So every purpose has a human and every purpose is doing some task. Now, similarly, an AI agent, we make these AI agents to solve a specific task. For example, if I'm talking about a chatbot, I will make this chatbot for my own website, right? I will give you an example very soon. And if we talk about this website creator, I have made a AI agent whose only task is to create a website and not anything else. Similarly, an AI agent for research papers. The only task of this AI researcher is to research for new research papers and not do anything else, not teaching, not creating content, writing poems. So I hope things are very clear. AI agents are coming into existence to solve a specific task. Very simple, right? So if I give you a very nice example right here, HR policy assistant. This is an AI agent, right? What are we understanding from AI agents? AI agents are designed for a specific task, right? We have programmed them to do this task. All right. Just how we humans apply for one job, AI agents are also designed for a job. All right. So, what is the task of this AI agent? HR policy assistant. Now, the task of this HR policy assistant is to give customer assistant or customer support to the people asking questions. So, let us imagine we have an organization. In this organization, multiple employees are working. Now, every time these employees are calling this HR person that, hey, tell me how many holidays we have, tell me about this policy, tell me about that policy. So, the HR's time is being wasted somewhere. Every time this HR has to answer the calls and, give the response. Right. Now, what we did was we made a solution for this HR person. We said that, hey, give us all of your documents at once. and we will make a AI agent who will understand all these documents and give the response. All right, let me make it simpler for you. See, so we have this HR person. HR has multiple jobs to do, job 1, job 2, job 3, right? And we have employees in an organization. Now, what these employees are always doing, these employees, every time these employees want to take a new step, for example, annual leave policy. Employees don't remember the leave kind of policies, so they have to talk to HR. They don't remember the code of conduct. They have to talk to HR. Always they are calling the HR. Even though HR has told them multiple times, they are calling the HR. Now this is a problem. HR is getting really fed up. So what HR thought is, if we talk about a human scenario, how a human agent will solve it. HR thought that, hey, I will hire a customer care person or an employee care person. Now this person will have one task only. This person will we will give this person a list of HR documents, HR policy documents. This person will keep it handy, and every time an employee gives a call, this person will give the response that, hey, these are the policies. So HR's time will be saved. So to save the HR's time, we hired a person. Now what happened is, this person was charging us too much. This person was charging us 40,000 per month. And the company was thinking that we are, utilizing 40,000 for just only picking up the calls. Do we have a cheaper solution? So we have a cheaper solution. Instead of this, we can make an AI agent. Just how a human is kept for a specific task, AI agent is also designed for a specific task. Now the same job which this human was doing, AI agent will do it. To this AI agent also, we will give all these documents. Hey, keep all these documents handy. Whenever an employee calls or gives you a message, give the response to this employee. All right, let us see this in action, and then AI agents will be completely clear. So let me go here. Check this out. These are some company documents. Annual leave and time policy. See, vacation days, 15 paid vacation days, right? Let us check benefits and compensation. So Acme Crop is the name of the organization. Benchmark salaries at 65th percentile of market rates for equivalent roles. So health insurance, how will you, how much health insurance plans you will get from the organization. So these are things that are taken care by HR, and HR is not there to always answer our calls. HR has bigger things to do, right? So we have made an assistant for that. Let us talk to our assistant. Okay, let us ask a simple question to our assistant. If I ask, tell me about the leave policy, how many sick leaves I can take. So see what kind of reply it will give us. According to our policy, 10 paid sick leaves per calendar year. See? So how was this response generated? This response was not generated from the brain of our AI. This response was generated from these documents. Okay, and what is the proof? So it has given us the proof that, hey, I referred to these documents and I got to know from this documents, this page number, that sick leave is only for 10 days. All right. Similarly, how we would ask a question, how are you saying that 10 days only? Where is it written? So it will tell that, hey, read the policies, page number 10, etc., etc. Similarly, this is also telling us that, hey, this is where it is written. Right. So I hope you are understanding what is an AI agent now, designed for a specific task. So those were AI agents in a very simple language, and I hope you really like the explanation.